It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Go. 120!
Now Howard. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Let him know. At the 40-yard line.
Check, chill, kill. 81. Two jet. Smoke.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Check out.
Hey, other side, solid. Check right. Watching you five.
Bring it. Shift.
Check 50. Check. Let's find 7. We're done.
On third down, this is Howard. And he got blown up for a loss of 2.
Push.
It's fourth down.
57.
Back 55.
We're done.
Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. He's got Dallas Goddard, his tight end, over the middle. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. On first down, they run with Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Focus.
First carry for James Conner. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
30.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Jack 16. Pilot 64. Weak.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
G-Con, 132 fighter.
Showing it.
No bell. Hey, zoom. Lock it back.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Easy.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop. 3 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Middle. Hey, Delta.
D-line, get that quarterback. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game, because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. On first down, Wentz looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 23 yards the pickup there.
66. Hey, box drop.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. On first down, it's Connor down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
6-6, pull it high. Alert. Hey. High 7. Alert.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Start!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Hey, exit. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. Hey, Mike 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 2nd and 2, Roethlisberger flush to his right. Washington's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Quarterback, middle. We ain't beginning to fire you up.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Motion to the backfield. Quarter. Hey, Alpha. Line 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Here's Roethlisberger. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Mike, here we go. Waiting.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check 24. Check 24.
Lefty, lefty. Kill. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the Steelers' 33-yard line.
Hey, stack. 14, 82, 14. Here, shift. Hey, orbit.
55, my guy, 55.
Here's Wentz to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Tighten up.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Finds Sanders. There at an Eagle 1st down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Go.
Hey, eat.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
At the Steelers' 15-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Check. Kill.
Right there in the middle. 55. I got him. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Grade 15.
Too little, Cap. Mike 55.
Hey, wahoo.
Good track.
Now Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Go. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
Do you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Show that bench release and go. That's it. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Bravo.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On first down, Connor. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Roethlisberger. Looking sideline, incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. But now it's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Snicker. 44. Small. Recon, 152 fighter.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Open man here is Gentry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. First down run for Connor, not going to get much, maybe a yard. 2nd down. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Back to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Take back, take back.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Wentz to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Safety's creeping.
Kill. Hey, echo.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, box drop. Low ball.
He's checking. Crash.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Mike. 180.
Mike 5-4.
Alert.
Here's Roethlisberger. They shakes him off. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Alert. Hey, Charlie.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the run, watch the run. 50. 54. Hey, 54's Mike. Check flag.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or playground.